AM Sports Report brought to you by Northwest Furniture and Mattress. Big Red Rocking Chair on Elm off Adams and LeGrand. Go check them out. The Daggett family, they have a great selection of home furnishings, mostly American made. They want to make you comfortable in your own home. Oh, gosh, what a weekend. On Saturday, BC and I got to travel to Boise and cover Wyoming and Boise State. As most of you know, our own hometown guy, Andrew Peasley, is the quarterback for Wyoming. The game didn't turn out quite how we wanted it. Wyoming lost to Boise State 32-7, and I cut a little piece of his post-game presser that we took. And there'll be some more content coming out in the next week or so, but check this out. And anytime we post anything about you, we get a huge following. You know that.
Yep.
There was a lot of people here today in support from LeGrand. You got anything to say to the people at home?
I'm just thankful for them. Obviously, a big support group is big. Wish I could have got a W today. So, would have felt a lot better. But just happy, everyone showed out. I saw a few in the stands when we were warming up, and, they're yelling my name. So just happy that a hometown supports me, and, I just wish I could get a W.
It was nice to get a little smile out of him right there because during that whole presser, he was pretty in the dumps. I mean, he took some big hits on Saturday and didn't perform well, and the team didn't perform well. So they're on a short week this week. They play Friday at 5 o'clock against Colorado State in Laramie. And that's another huge game for Wyoming if they're looking to make a decent bowl game this year. LHS Volleyball lost their playing game on Saturday to Marshfield 3-0. The Tiger football team lost to Ontario on Friday night 14-4, which is I asked Johnny Ballgame in Boise if he had ever seen a team score 4 points in a game, and he said no. It's very rare that a team scores just two safeties in a game. That'll end their season 2-7, 1-4 in the GOL. Baker beat Pendleton in a high-scoring affair on Friday night at the Roundup grounds, so Baker will win the GOL, and then the playoff representatives from the GOL are Baker, Pendleton, and Crook County. This is the first time since I've been back that LeGrand hasn't made the playoffs.
Yeah,
which
I think so.
A tough year, you know what I mean? Hopefully they can get it turned around. I don't really see much until the year after next, in my eyes. Let's see here. There's still one team alive for LeGrand, and that's the girls soccer team, and they play today at 1 o'clock at EOU. They'll be taking on North Bend. It's a state playoff game. LeGrand is the number 7 seed. North Bend is the number 10 seed. So get up there and support them if you have time. 1 o'clock today, EOU Community Stadium. Should be a good game, I think. EOU football lost another heartbreaker to the 8th-ranked Yotes of College of Idaho on Saturday at Caldwell, 42-38. EOU, man, they've really turned the corner. I'm telling you, they're on the cusp of being a really good football team. Their record might not show it. They're 2-6, 2-4 in the Frontier, but the last 2 weeks, those two games, if we swing them the other way, they're 4-2 in the conference. And Those are 2 top 10 teams in the nation that they played back to back. So, I mean, it's a couple balls bounced their way, and this is a whole different story. I'll interview Coach Camp today on the sports show at 5:30. So check that out if you want to hear what he has to say about what's going on with EOU football. Number 3, EOU volleyball had a huge weekend for senior weekend this weekend. They beat Bushnell on Friday night, 3-1, and turned around and beat 6th-ranked Corbin on Saturday, 3-1, which is huge. They honor their seniors, Ashton Houghton, Adrian Washington, Kara Burton, Britt Vaughn, and Sade Williams. And right now they sit number 3 in the country. They're first in the CCC. They are 26-1 overall and 19-1 in the CCC. And their only loss this year is the Northwest. They turned around and swept them the second time. I mean, it's just one little hiccup from being perfect. It's crazy. This team is really good. EOU men's soccer dropped both of their matches this last weekend on the road, and their season is over. The women's soccer, though, won both of their matches, and they will play this weekend in the CCC tournament in Eugene. So they have a chance to move on to the national tournament, depending on how they do. After the weekend, 5 EOU athletes were honored with CCC of the Week honors. Justin Ash was named Men's Runner of the Week in cross country, while Lauren Mitchell was named Women's Runner of the Week in cross country. EOU defensive back on the women's soccer team, Chloe Flynn. She scored her first 3 goals of her career this last weekend as a defensive player and was named Attacker of the Week, which is very uncommon, like super uncommon. For volleyball-wise, Sade Williams was named Attacker of the Week for EOU volleyball. And for the 5th time this year, Lex McMurtry was named Setter of the Week, and she will undoubtedly be the Setter of the Year in the CCC. I mean, there's no question about it. You don't win Setter of the Week 5 times and then not win the yearly award. It's crazy. She's had a great year. And this EOU volleyball team, they're going to be fun to watch. I hope they're going to, barring unforeseen circumstances, they'll win out this weekend. They'll be the number 1 seed in the CCC tournament and get to host it. So that means we'll get a chance to beat Corbin for the 3rd time this year, which is awesome. And it's crazy because and I called them out for this, the CCC. I do that every once in a while. I try not to, but they named a soccer team. Okay, so this soccer team beat C of I think it was Warner Pack, and beat EOU men's soccer, the team of the week. And so I put a thing up. I'm like, how do you not make EOU volleyball the team of the week? They beat Bushnell on Friday. They beat the number 6 team in the country on Saturday and held the premier attacker, the returning attacker of the year in the whole country, to a .045 hitting percentage. And they don't get named team of the week. It's crazy to me. It really is.
Did you hear anything from them?
No, they aren't.
Sometimes we should have Rob on the show. I think it'd be interesting to talk to him.
They won't.
Yeah.
They wouldn't respond to that. I just call them out by tagging them on social media. Yeah, I'll make a post like, I'll say Doddsy's CCC team of the week.
Oh,
you know,
and then
mean?
tag them.
And then tag them. Yeah. Because sometimes you look at it, you're like, it's like with the national stuff with volleyball too. All the Midwest teams get all this recognition, and then teams over here just don't get much at all.
Yeah,
very little. But that's the AM Sports Report, brought to you by Northwest Furniture Mattress, Big Red Rocking Chair, on Elm, off Adams, and LeGrand.